Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or just hello. This is Mrs. Robinson, and today we're going to be working on some exercises on page 9 in the book. Before we get started, what I'm going to be showing you today are these exercises as they appear in the app or the program called Smart Music, which we want all of you to get set up with. And what you're going to see on the screen, now you can see what I'm seeing, is going to be your own part. So I have mostly violin players, and I'm playing violin today, so I have the violin part up here. If you play cello or viola, your viola or cello music would appear here, all right? And we have a lot of nifty things we can do on this program. Up here in the controls, I've turned off my part. The computer can play your part for you, but you'll be hearing me play these today, so I turned that off. The metronome, which is just the clicking that keeps us nice and steady. You'll hear that as we get going. Along the same lines, over here in this corner, we have the tempo. Now, right now, that is set to 80. The higher this number is, the faster it will go, and you can adjust it by going plus or minus. You could go make it slower by going minus. I think I can keep up with 80, so I'm going to just keep it there. Okay, before we get to playing anything, I hope you've been working on tuning your instrument. Tune them up, make sure they sound good, and then we're going to get started with this. So the new thing here on page 9 is that we're learning a new note. All right, on the D string, we learned D and we learned E, the first finger on this tape. And now the next note we're going to learn is F sharp. So what we're going to do, if you play violin or viola, you're going to take the second finger here and place it on the next tape there. That should be a yellow tape if I did your tapes this year. On the viola, it would look like that because that's where your D string is. If you play cello, though, that yellow tape is pretty far away from the red tape. So here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to take this finger and put it between the tapes, and then this third finger goes on the yellow tape. And that's how you're going to play your F sharp. You're going to use 3 fingers. The violins and violas are going to use 2 fingers. Okay. The new note is right here. This little thing that looks like a hashtag, that's a sharp in music, not a shark. Nope, no. It's ow, that was sharp. That is what a sharp symbol looks like. And you're going to see that in front of your Fs for the time being. Okay, so let's do a little reading before we jump in and play. Let's start at the beginning. We have a D, 2, D, 4, E, 2, E, 4. Here's your new note. F, 2, F, 4, F, 2, F, 4, F, 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 E, 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 D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. And watch out for those whole notes. Make sure you count 4 beats for each of them. When we finish that, we do a repeat. Play it again. Okay. Another important thing to remember is that I know you have the red, the yellow, all these tapes on your instrument. When we go from E to an F, it's really important that you add a finger, or in the case of a cello player, add 2 fingers to get to that yellow tape. Don't slide. That's an advanced technique that we'll save for like later in middle school and high school. What I would like you to do is work on adding and subtracting the fingers as you go. It actually is a bit faster to do it that way than to slide. Okay, so we're adding as we go. All right, we're gonna get ready to play. This is pizzicato. I don't need my bow right now, so I'm just gonna put my instrument up. Okay, and make sure my hand is back where it needs to be. And we're going to give it a try. Here we go. Plucking finger ready. F. Absolutely. I love that accompaniment. So, you know, with this exercise, we climbed up to the F and then eventually came back down to the D. Pretty simple to get us started on that. Let's move on to number 30. This takes a second to load up. Okay, F sharp fiddling, number 30. Again, let's do some reading before we try to play. We have D, D, E, E, F, 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 4, F, F, rest, rest, F, F, rest, rest, F, F, E, E, D, D, E, E, F, F, E, E, D, 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 4. Repeat. Okay, so you probably noticed as we got into the second half of the song that those fingers are starting to move a little bit faster now. Just remember, we add and subtract fingers, we don't slide. Okay? So, other than that, I think we could jump in and try to play this. Hand is ready. Bring it back. Okay, here we go. Plucking hand ready. Yeah, and I sense that that one might be a little bit fast if you're just starting F today. So don't forget, if you're in smart music, you can make that tempo different by changing it. Watch the number goes down, right? If you're watching this just on YouTube, there's actually playback control where you could slow the whole thing down. Not that you're going to change the pitch of it. It's just going to go slower. So I would suggest practicing that slowly. All right, one more today. This one you're going to like. Number 31, Merrily We Roll Along. Okay. May not know it by this title, but it is a very, very famous song. And let's do a little note reading. This time we're going to start on F. We have F, E, D, E, F, 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 4, E, 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 4, F, 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 4, F, E, D, E, F, 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 E, E, F, E, D. 2, 3, 4, no repeat. All right, if you already probably saw the music I had planned to do for a concert, this was one of the songs I had on that paper. So it's good we're getting to work on this a little bit. Now, did you also notice right here in the very beginning how fast your fingers are going to have to move? Because you're going to go F, E, D, E, F, all right? That happens actually another time in the middle of the song right there. So be really careful. You may sometimes want to practice. We could try this once really right now. You put your instrument up, and we're not going to play it. We're just going to call out the notes and do fingers on it, okay? So we have F, E, D, E, F, 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 4, E, 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 4, F, 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 4, F, E, D, E, F, 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 E, E, F, E, D. 2, 3, 4, which is another great way to practice, especially if it's too loud, you know, in your house, you don't want to make any more sound. You can still practice because you're teaching your brain how to play the song and teaching your fingers how to do it. But now we're going to make some sound with it. So again, let's get ready to play. Instrument up and nice and high. Got the fingers. We're going to set up with 2 fingers on the D string, or 3 fingers if I play cello. So we're going to get those fingers on before we even start to count. And here we go. Ready, go. Do you recognize the song? In other words, otherwise known as Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? What I planned to do with this in the concert was actually to play it with the bow. So I'm giving you permission to do it again. This time we're going to use our bow. We didn't use our bow yet today. So make sure when you set your bow hold up that you have those nice round fingers. It should look something like that. Okay. And so you have your bow hold, get your instrument up. Well, we didn't do this today. Got to get the instrument up in the air and onto your shoulder. Okay, one more thing. We're going to set up our F sharp note before we start. Let's try it with the bow. 1, 2, ready. Wait, I'll let that count. Computer counts for me. And remember, your quarter notes get half a bow, and the half notes get an entire bow. And that very last note, that last D, you're going to go from this end of the bow all the way back to the other end of the bow and a big up bow. Okay, so that's a lot to practice for you. I hope you enjoyed doing that. So keep practicing. Keep your instruments in tune. Don't break any strings. Okay, you can't get to the music store right now to get any strings. So take care of your instruments and take care of yourselves. And I will see you next time. Bye.